InArt Paul Atreides has finally landed, and this thing is an absolute beast. We're talking next level sculpt, insane rooted hair, and still suit so real that it looks like it was taken out of Arrakis. Every detail screams perfection. But is this figure that redefines the 6-scale game, or is it just another high piece? Stick around, because in this video I'm gonna show you everything you need to know about this figure. Alright, before we start, I want to give a huge shout out to my friends at Comic Concepts for sending me this figure. If you want to get this one or any other collectibles, make sure you check them out. I'll put the link in the description below. Don't forget to use my code MOHC10 and you can save $10 store-wide. Also, while you're down there, please consider subscribing. We do unboxing reviews, bar pass episodes, and weekly live streams. Alright guys, enough with the talking, let's start with the unboxing. Alright, and here we have the box, and as you can see, it looks amazing. This is the back, and you can see the continuation of the shape of the sand. This is Dune. Now, out of the packaging, we have a lot of information, especially this beautiful ticket, which is kind of consistent with every InArt release. We have Paul Atreides here, Dune, and of course the information about the figure when it was announced and released. So you can pause it if you want to read it. Then we have this piece of information here in a different language. I can read that. We have the InArt envelope with more information, and of course the instructions manual, which you should read because it's very handy. Now, out of the packaging, we have the first trade, and here we have the body of Paul Atreides. And let me tell you guys, the amount of detail on this thing is simply fantastic. I mean, you can see the proportion is really good, and the amount of detail of this thing is insane. But don't worry, we're gonna go over every detail in this video. Now, this figure comes with two head sculpts. One is the rooted hair, and the other one is the one with the mask, which is this one here, and I like that. So you can see the details here, of course, the mask and the shape of the eyes that looks like Paul Atreides, so that's a huge thing. You can see the continuation of the head sculpt there, the side, and of course the top. Now, this one doesn't come with the blue eyes. I guess you will have to buy those separately if you like. But as I mentioned before, in the first tray we have the body itself and a bunch of hands. This figure comes with a lot of hands, so we have more accessories here, few hands of course, and this is the first trade. Now for the second one, we have the rooted head sculpt itself, and let me tell you, the likeness of Paul Atreides is fantastic. InArt always does a good job with rooted hair, and this is definitely not an exception. Now you can see the detail paint application wise is excellent, and yeah, the hair comes with a hair product, so just be careful when you handle it, especially when you take it out of this little base here, which is a new design by the way. And that's pretty much it for the hair sculpt. Now the second or last trade per se, we have more accessories including the base, and don't worry, I'll show you everything in just a second. Alright, enough of this, let's take a look at the figure. And here we have Paul Atreides, guys, and let me tell you, first impression is very positive. The fact that InArt did this fantastic figure is a huge plus. I love the detail, the rooted hair, the suit, and of course the amount of accessories that this figure comes with. Now in terms of height, this figure is not super tall. It's probably about 11 to 12 inches tall. Alright, so now let's take a closer look at the details. Alright guys, and here we have the details of the figure. As you can see, I put that cable there on the nose. It's a little bit painful to put it on, so just be careful. Also, it's very painful to put the head sculpt on the figure itself. It took me a little bit before doing the video. I just wanted to do it first before shutting, because let me tell you, it was a pain. But the suit and the detail is simply insane. You can see the shoulders there with some mixed media with plastic, and of course the fabric. You can see the other side here with a lot of weathering. Love it, especially those gloves, looks very nice. You can see the front there, and of course the side, and again the amount of detail is simply fantastic. And even the proportion of the body, it feels like that is out of the movie. It's just so good. You can see the legs there with more details, and the bottom pieces as well, which one is a bit loosey. I can just adjust it if I like. At the bottom you don't have a lot of weathering, but it looks very nice. And if you move this up, you can see the shoes there, and it looks cool, pretty cool if you ask me. Now this is the back of the figure, more details again. Now don't get disappointed because the articulation is actually not bad, and I'll show you that in just a second. The amount of stuff that this figure comes with, especially on the suit, might limit the articulation just a little bit, but don't worry, I'll show you in a second. Now in terms of articulation, you can move the head up and down and to the sides this much. You can lift the arm for about this much, forward for about this much, and back for about this much. Not bad at all. So on swivel here, you can bend the elbow, double joints for about this much, and then you have the peg articulation on the hand. Now up crunch is just a tiny bit, and you can move it to the side. You can do a split, so on swivel here, you can lift the leg forward for about this much and back for about this much. Double joints on the knees, huge plus, and good peg articulation on the feet. So far so good. Now let me show you the figure with the vest or the tunic per se, and as you can see here, it does look really good. Now this thing is wired, so that's a huge plus, especially for poses. You can do really good dynamic poses, and don't worry, I'll show you a few poses at the end of the video. So again, everything is wired, and now you can use the top part as a scarf, so it will look really good. You can just put it around the neck. You can see the hoodie there as well, and that's also wired, so that's a huge plus. And of course, this is what I was telling you, that you can put in the back, so it looks like a scarf. And this is the other side. So far so good with this tunic here, and it looks very good, so very happy with this. Alright guys, so now let me show you the other head sculpt. And here we have Paul Atreides with the secondary head sculpt, and let me tell you, this thing looks really good. That hoodie is very tight to the head sculpt, so that's a huge plus. It's not loosey, and I love that. You can see the shape as I showed you before. It does look very good, and of course the mask. And this is the other side. Now this is the top. One thing about this is that you can actually remove this piece on the top, and you have the per system, so you can move the eyes if you like as well, and that's a huge plus. And the magnet is very strong, so don't worry, it will look fine. Now in terms of proportion with this head sculpt, it does look very good. I mean, nothing to complain about for sure. Alright guys, so now let's take a look at the accessories. And here we have the base, and this base is simple, but it looks nice. You see Paul in the front with Dune logo there, details on the side, very nice. I love this base, very simple but awesome. Now this is the other side and the back of the base. Now this one has a magnet, very classic now with InArt bases. So you need to remove this piece here in the middle, so you can see these little dots there. So you just rotate it, and you can remove the cap at the bottom, and then you have these magnetic pieces that you can move anywhere you want. So you just put that on, and that's pretty much it for the base. Now for the next one, we have this backpack, and let me tell you, this thing is amazing. It is fully functional. I love the detail. Paint application wise is excellent. The weathering is simply fantastic. You can open this thing and you have more accessories, and you're wondering, hey, can I remove this? Yes, you can. So you can actually remove every piece of this. No, I mean only the front, the ones on the side that are sculpted and already glued to it. But you can remove all these accessories if you like. These hinges are very nice as well, nicely weathered, of course. So now you're wondering, how do I put this on the figure? So this one comes with this Velcro here, or straps with a Velcro rather. So you need to find the right orientation. How do you put that on? Well, I'm gonna show you. It is already on, but you can see the pattern there, how you put it on. Now this one has a Velcro, as I mentioned before, so it will stay put with no problems. This is the back, and you can open it if you like with the figure on. So it looks very good. I think InArt did an amazing job with this. And that's pretty much it for the backpack. Now taking a look at the other accessory, this one comes with this piece here that you can move up and down. So it's very pointy, so just be careful. Now for the next one, we have these hooks here, And this you can actually put on the figure as well if you like. You can actually extend these pieces here and extend the top part as well, so it will give you like a nice recreation when he was trying to, you know, ride the worm. So it looks pretty cool. Now for the next one, we have this dagger, and the amount of detail on this thing is fantastic. Just be careful because it's a bit sharp, so you don't want to cut yourself, but you can see the handle. It looks very, very good, and of course with this case here. Now for the next one, we have the mask, which personally I don't want to put it on the head sculpt because it might damage the face, because again there's no cover there. Then we have these two other accessories here, and we have the gun spring loaded on the top. You can move this piece like so and it will extend the gun, so very nicely painted and made. Now for the next one, we have this pair of hands. This is the fist. For the next one, we have the Hester hands per se, or open hands. Then we have this other pair of hands, and this is where you can put the daggers, I believe. Then we have this, that you can put the hooks there if you like, and it's gonna be painful to put it. And we have these other hands that you can actually use with the dagger, and these ones as well. So you have a variety of hands. Then we have just this one single piece, which is to use with the gun. And last but not least, we have this pair of hands with the ring. Alright guys, enough with this, let's do some poses. My final thoughts about this figure is actually very positive. Starting with the likeness, I think this is a fantastic representation of Paul Atreides as seen in the movie Dune. The likeness is simply on point, the rooted hair is fantastic, InArt always does a great job with this, and the fact that you have two head sculpts is simply a huge plus. Now, in terms of accessories, this figure comes with a lot of accessories, especially those hands, the beautiful base, and the backpack was functional and amazing. Now, in terms of articulation, you can do really good poses with this figure. You might encounter a little bit of limitation, but hey, it is not a deal breaker. And because of that, my final score is 9 out of 10. And if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Also guys, don't forget to follow me on all my social media platforms, all linked down below, and consider to become a member today and unlock amazing perks. And if you have some time, check out these two cool videos. And as always, be well and see you around in the next video.